projects things into another world, another dimension.
Came from Beyond Midnight. I'm Josh.
I'm Brandon.
Got Brandon back. Joe is still trying to recover from that slight case of death he had before.
You know, Josh, I just wanted to point out that I'm really happy that I'm back for another episode. And then I found out what fucking movie we're doing.
Laser Mission. 1989 or 90 or 91, depending on what copyright date you go by. Brandon Lee's first starring role.
This movie gives Brandon's Everywhere a bad name.
Brandon's, yes.
Because our name was good to begin with.
Now, note what I just said. This was Brandon Lee's first starring role, not Brandon Lee's first role, because he was in Kung Fu the movie. No, he was not bad in that, but it was only a supporting player. He was in the Kung Fu the Next Generation pilot that never got picked up, which again, he wasn't too bad. And then he was uncredited and Thug number 2 in a couple of movies. Yeah. This is his first starring role. And I'm going to tell you this right before you see the movie. If you're expecting Crow era acting, you're not going to get it. Brandon Lee is so out of his depth in this.
Hence why, once again, I will have liquor in my hand the entire episode.
Yeah, I'll warn you,
this movie's so fucking terrible, he almost wants to drink.
It's not a good movie. Now,
and if you kind of like the theme song in the beginning of this,
get used to it.
This is like, the theme song is like, if you've ever been on the fucking Small World ride.
Where it just gets in your head?
It gets in your head, but it's repetitive fucking 12 hours.
Yeah. So the theme song at the beginning, you're going to hear it throughout the entire film. And the director of this is his only directing credit. He's a stuntman. You're going to see why this is his only directing credit. And count them, 2 writers wrote this thing. This is their only screen credit. Again, you're going to be able to see why this happened.
So should we point out the major flaw with the title now? Or later?
No, because they haven't seen the movie yet. And also, Ernest Borgnine has probably one of the worst accents this side of Keanu Reeves in Dracula.
No, I would actually think the chick that played in G.I. Joe that was supposed to be the Baroness. That's the worst accent of all.
Sienna Miller?
Yeah.
She's really hot as a brunette, though.
Oh.
She's a little too short to be the Baroness.
There were enough cleavage shots to make it worth it, because I sat there in the theater, one cleavage shot, 2 cleavage shots.
Are you the Count from Sesame Street now?
3 cleavage shots.
3 inches in my pants. 4 inches in my pants. Is that what you were going for?
Yes.
Or did I have to take it to the dirty place?
You know that line that I set out earlier? We're fucking over here.
All right. And then the other thing about this is, this film, I need to point this out right away, we did not edit this film. There's going to be horrible edits in this film, to the point where the music just cuts off. We didn't do that. Every single print of this movie that's out there is like this for some reason. But they leave in the swearing. It's like they wanted to edit out all the violence, but they left in all the swearing. I don't get it.
Okay, you know Grindhouse?
Yes, I love Grindhouse.
How, they do that fantastic, phenomenal job of, kind of the weird editing, tracking lines.
Well, Rodriguez did. Everyone on this show knows how I feel about Tarantino, so.
But this movie almost seems like it's trying to do that.
But it's not.
In the worst fucking way possible. This movie's so bad, drink every time one of us says the word fuck. You'll be drunk by the end of the first half.
All right, we've blabbled on enough. Laser Mission, Brandon Lee, 89, 90, or 91, depending on what year it actually came.
The more we babble on, the longer it takes them to see this atrocity of a film.
Go to the movie.
Where you hear the siren scream, he only knows where he is going to. It's like a dream within a dream. His heart beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a song.
introduce you to your Master of Ceremony, Ronald Sotheby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is truly a marvelous occasion for we, a select, privileged few, to witness the unveiling of the most precious and the largest diamond to come from the continent of Africa. Larger than the hoop, more spectacular than the column. Measured at 526 carats. It is a great pleasure to present to you the Verbeek diamond. And now, what better way to mark this festive occasion than to salute it with a bottle of champagne?
Michael Gold, American. Are you here for pleasure or business, Mr. Gold?
A little bit of both, you might say.
What kind of business do you do?
People management and conduct behavior modification.
That sounds very interesting and dangerous work.
Let's put it this way. I'll always have a job.
Trouble is, are you always able to do the job?
You wouldn't happen to know where I could get a good Cuban cigar, would you?
You Americans, with your sense of humor, it kills me.
Another time, another place.
Turning wheels within a wheel. Only one thing is certain. There's the price tag on every deal. For the mercenary man.
Mind if I sit, Mr. Braun?
Oh, no. That's it. This is a free country. Actually, we have found it. Who are you? And how do you know me?
My name is Michael Gold. I represent a group of concerned citizens in the United States. Concerned?
Oh.
You're fond of birds.
Yes. Yes, I have an affinity for them. My daughter works. What a strange approach. What do you want, young man?
We want to help you.
The Americans, you mean? And how much are they willing to pay?
You want money?
Americans always seem to think that People want money.
There are other things.
Such as?
Freedom?
Ah, freedom. Your people will keep me locked up for years. And while they pick my brains, the Star Wars program grows. And I will make my contribution to destroy mankind. No, thank you. I want to build, not destroy.
You have special talents and abilities, sir. Your research can't fall into the wrong hands.
It will not. It will be all here.
Exactly. And we want to keep it there.
Are you acquainted with theoretical physics?
No. I specialized in recess and girls.
Ah, very funny. But you see, I want to stop dreaming about fire from heaven and melting men. Lasers.
In America, you could write your own ticket. I guarantee it.
Then I think we can talk.
I'll take your request back to my employers. I'm sure they'll say yes.
Do not be too long, my boy.
Why?
Old age.
Expect your cooperation, Professor.
Fine.
¿Cómo está? Muy bien, con gran cana. Good. So sorry to wake you like this, Mr. Gold. You look a little nauseous.
Oh, I'm fine.
Fine. You're in prison to Varish. The People's Court has found you guilty of crimes against humanity.
I don't remember a trial.
You were asleep. You whispered.
What charges?
Treason, espionage. The death penalty.
Hanging?
Execution is at dawn tomorrow. We will say goodbye there. Unless...
Unless what?
No, you're not the type. Forget I mentioned it.
What's the offer?
Television. A life appearance. To tell the world you're a spy working for America.
I don't work for America.
No.
I work for money.
In a socialist state. A present from the King of Belgium, 1907.
Blade needs sharpening.
Don't try to be funny to me, Michael.
I won't snivel in public.
Neither would I.
What'd you do to the professor?
You should only be concerned about tomorrow morning. Press bell, Mr. Gold. Ha ha, they're going to cut off your head, mañana.
Schneller bitte, guck. Beide Seiten glatt auf. Schärf nicht nur in der Mitte, auf beiden Seiten. Schneller bitte, komm.
Aquí, Yankee. Get back.
complete and total failure. You lost Braun. You don't know where he is. You don't know who got him. What didn't you do wrong? I didn't get killed.
Hold it. Just got the dialogue gold. You got lucky. Especially considering that this is the first assignment you had for this office.
You told me to contact Braun, ask him his price to defect, and report back. I did my job. Pay me and let me get the hell out of here? Kiss my ass. No! You didn't tell me who he was or why it was so important. You people blew this operation from the start.
Braun is perhaps the world's leading expert in laser weaponry, and his presence in the Kavango means that the Soviet bloc is planning some sort of laser mission that could tip the balance of power on the entire African continent.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
You still would have fucked it up.
You and me, anytime.
That's enough. We didn't tell you, Michael, because you're a freelancer. Freelancers have a nasty habit, changing sides.
I don't.
We don't know that. He's right. For all we know, you've already shot Braun to the highest bidder.
That didn't happen.
Prove it.
How?
Bring him back.
Are you insane? That's a suicide mission. I'm a wanted man in Kavango. They want to cut my head off.
They got company.
Let's say I get him back. What's in it for me? I want more than just a boost in my CIA credit rating.
$1 million.
Too much.
Don't second guess me, damn it. Anybody could have Braun now. He's got a very dangerous mind. We need him under our control or dead.
I like the old man.
You like $1 million better.
Yeah, and I'd like to be able to sleep nights without worrying about some terrorist group shooting airliners out of the sky with lasers. I'm telling you, I want Braun on a plane to Washington, or I want him on a slab.
I'll do it. But not for you. And not for the money.
Come on, you're only in it for the money.
No. The old man wanted to go to America, and I gave him my word that he would. You're just a government flunky, Calloway. I don't know why I expect you to understand that.
Fair enough. Contact his daughter, Alyssa. She's a doctor of veterinary medicine. She's in Kuwana.
And she's KGB.
You know, you guys really know how to win friends and influence people.
Let's just see who gets to him first.
Approaching the drop zone. Stand by. Hit it!
Por favor.
Aquí.
Attention! You man! What do you just see?
Who fell out of the tree?
Wrong! What do you just see?
Nada, El Capitan.
Correct. What is your name?
Manuel, El Capitan.
Manuel. I remember that name. Where's your sergeant, Manuel?
I am the sergeant.
What will you tell your superiors about all this?
Nada, El Capitan, nada.
Good work. Whose jeep is that?
Ours, we drove.
Whose jeep is that? What jeep? That's the right answer, hmm? You have potential, Manuel. You man, take this off the jeep. Attention! What we gonna do without our jeep?
What jeep, you loco?
I'll take your best room.
That will be the presidential suite, 1,000 kwanzas a night.
Just Billy Cuban government.
When you are gone, maybe you can make some money.
You say he was headed towards Luanda?
See, Comrade Colonel.
See, Comrade Colonel.
He is a great fool. I have a job for you two. And when it is done, I shall pluck out Mikhail Go's eyes with my fingers.
Good boy, yes. You're hungry, huh? Stephen, make sure he gets his 25 cc's of penicillin, okay?
Okay.
I'll check on him tomorrow. Oh.
Miss Braun, I need to talk. I was the last person to see your father before he vanished.
Michael Braun.
At your service. Go ahead, call him. Don't expect him to help you find your father.
Your photographs don't do you justice. Meet me tonight at 9, the Neonza restaurant. And wash your hands first.
You won't recognize me.
Yeah, I will.
I'm not gonna recognize this gold.
Yes, you will.
What if we touch the wrong hombre?
They're gonna kill him anyway, and we get a reward. You're gonna recognize this gold when you see him.
Uno, dos, tres, vado chingón.
Primera clase, Manuel. Primera clase.
An entry. Inform the colonel at once. Devati. Devati.
man to cover 365 Limpopo Street. Push on! Push on!
Caramba!
Give me outpost 1.
Base to Outpost 1. Come in, please.
Colonel, Outpost 1 does not answer my transmissions.
I will go there myself.
Muchas gracias, madre. Número 1.
You idiots! Go to see the professor's apartment! Move! Quickly! Come on, come on!
Arriba!
I just dropped in to say bon appetit.
You know, do you see what I was talking about?
What the fuck?
Do you see what I was talking about when I said Brandon Lee, this is not his finest moment? Because there was actually one point where when he's talking to the soldiers and pretending to be that like colonel that falls from the sky or whatever, that I went, wow, he's really funny. And then I went, he's trying to be serious. This, I'm embarrassed for Brandon Lee. And then he's the beggar going,
homeless people got a chip on their shoulder after seeing that.
I felt bad for Brandon Lee having to do this shit. And then, do you see how ineptly this movie was made? The guillotine scene? Just abrupt edit, and then all of a sudden, we don't even see him escaping the country. He's in America.
He's magic. That's the conclusion I've come to.
Well, okay, I pointed out to you guys the edits. I don't think his escape was edited in the order that it was meant to take place. Did you notice some of those scenes just seemed to be in the wrong order?
It was like 1, 7, 13, 12,
2,
4,
yeah.
2.
And then what was with the inmate that just helped him by grabbing the guy, and then we'd never see the guy? Couldn't Gold have, you know, broken the other inmate out? Even though the guy probably deserved to be there, but
he's a dick like that. It's a dick move.
Yeah.
Total dick move.
I also love Kavango. Now I'll admit.
What the fuck is that? Seriously, get a globe.
Maybe it's a real...
I went and got a globe. I can't fucking find it.
Kavango. And it's like they got Russians and Africans.
They're in.
No. You're not making that joke.
They're in Caucasia.
Apparently.
The land of Caucasians.
Apparently. But just to me, Brandon Lee in this is so bad. There's no way you see this and then 3 years later he goes to the Crow. There's not a lot of, I mean, even, was it Showdown in Little Tokyo where he's got the best line ever to fucking Dolph Lundgren? You know what? If we die, I want to say this to you. I've never seen a bigger dick on a man before. But you notice he puts in there, on a man. That kind of brings up some questions about his dating habits.
They are
in that
in
movie.
Tokyo. Or Little
Tokyo.
They're in Little Tokyo. You don't get drunk in Little Tokyo.
You've been surprised before, haven't you? A little hot dog between the buns.
Yeah, it was a shocking revelation.
All right, back to Laser Mission.
Hold on. Another thing. Where exactly did he fucking fall from? Where it went night from day, and then he lands behind a tree.
Whenever they show the plane from above, it's daytime. They show it on the ground, it's nighttime. Day, night, day, night, day, night. All right, go back to the movie.
So, tell me, why should I trust you?
I'm someone who wants to help you find your father.
My father? I think that my father's dead.
That's possible. But I'll find out if you'll help me.
When I want to flirt, I'll tell you.
All right. Alyssa, I'm going to find your father.
That's if they don't kill you first.
That's my problem.
Yeah, well, it's my problem, too, if I help you.
Did he discuss his work with you?
No. We talked about birds and music, life. Never about his work.
Who would he have discussed his work with?
Professor Rice, perhaps? His colleague and his closest friend.
All right. Where do we find this Professor Rice?
We?
We're partners, remember?
Oh. Am I worth 100,000 kwanzas, too?
I never put price tags on women. It's much more fun taking them off.
Some things come off very easily.
Such as?
Such as your head, if you don't stick to business.
Let's go find Professor Rice, shall we?
Oh. Such a gentleman.
Such a bitch. What happened, Professor?
Professor, please, where's my father?
Lord. Skeleton. Look for. Brawn.
I was right. My father's dead, just like him.
I think your father's alive. And I know just where to look for him. Come on. Come on. Let me guess. Just in case you meet a charging rhino?
No, Berettas are only good for killing men.
You drive.
You'll be sorry.
In the violence of the night, where you hear the silent scream, he only knows where he is going to. It's like a dream within a dream. His heart beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a song, and the fire burns.
Looks like we got company.
And he knows he don't belong, but he must be strong. He's a mercenary man. Mercenary man. I'll get with the ring. Yeah, mercenary man. Yeah, the fire still burns, turning wheels within a wheel.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Now slow down.
I never slow down.
For the mercenary man.
Come on, get it, get it! Alyssa! That way!
This way!
Oh, this way! Sergeant? You are no sergeant. You are a woman.
Loco, I have always been a woman.
I know now. Un momento, señorita.
Nice shot!
Thank you. Nice driving. Where'd you learn to drive like that?
Long story. Very long story.
Well, we got nothing but time.
Where to?
We're heading south, towards your father, away from this country.
I don't suppose there's time to change clothes, huh?
No, they'll have our apartment staked out.
Let me ask you something. Do all your dates wind up like this?
We should reach the border by dawn.
Just what I thought.
You like it, Professor? Behold my prize. You see its beauty.
Like all of your trophies, another monument to bloodshed.
Not so. You too have one of my prizes. And I took you without bloodshed.
I am sorry to spoil your record.
Bloodshed has been your life's work as well. Just more sophisticated.
I have put that life behind me.
You will do what I tell you.
If I would not work for the Russians, what makes you think I would work for you?
I don't give you other choice.
I would rather die.
Die? Professor, come, I show you something. before you kill yourself. Think of this room and your daughter in it.
What kind of monster are you?
Pleasant dreams?
Not really.
You were asleep for a couple hours. We're almost there.
There where?
The border to Namibia, where your father is.
What makes you so sure?
Remember what Rice said before he died?
Look for broad skeleton.
Right. And just south of here is the most miserable, burning, parched stretch of God-forsaken desert in the world. The natives call it Skeleton Coast.
You always take me to such fun places. They're gonna see us coming.
Yes. And they'll have been warned about us.
Well, isn't there any other way across?
Not unless we can fly.
What about if we wait until nightfall and then hit them?
Clock's running out. There's no time. You drive.
Where to now?
We're going to Swakopmund. Your father talked about it on a map.
How far is it from here?
It's about 400 miles, give or take a few.
Give or take a few.
I'm
glad I wore my heels.
Do I have a weird perception of time, or did Gold not ask her to meet him tonight for dinner? And then you can clearly see it's dark out through the windows behind them, and then they leave the restaurant, and it's fucking noon.
I got nothing.
It's like, did they even try to make a coherent movie out of this?
I think they were just on way too much acid. That's the explanation that I can come up with.
Well, the way I look at it is, and I'm not complaining about this, trust me. Is it just me, or is Debbie Monahan's boobs doing more acting than she is?
They are fantastic.
They're doing, but they're a better actor than she is. You know?
They're amazing. They really are.
Speaking of boobs, how did anyone not know that that soldier was a woman? It was so clearly a woman the entire film, and then, Commander, you is a woman! How did you not know? And at that point, women in the military, really? Even in Kavango's military? Wherever the fuck Cavango is.
It's obviously a made-up place, so...
Make up the rules, too? And, you know, I know this wasn't the last segment, but I also like how when Gold was escaping, how he went all commando, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger commando. And he starts just firing like this, and the guys... He's over here, and these guys are falling down. The guys are just kind of like, when he aims at you, just randomly fall down, you know?
It's like he was trying to be in Wanted. Just shoot over here, but whip the gun really quick so the bullet hits over here.
Yeah, I don't get it. But also, I warned you people, that song...
Fucking theme song.
That song came up again. And that's not the last time you're going to hear that song. I also really like how...
You could drink every time you hear the song. You'll still be drunk.
The hitman villain, not the big Russian guy villain, how he's supposed to be all scary to Ernest Borgnine. You know, I will add your daughter's head to my collection.
I think I saw William Shatner's face.
Yeah, so he's got a collection of Halloween masks. I think those were supposed to be real.
If you look to the left, I think I saw William Shatner's face just painted white.
Just all bleached out.
Yeah.
There's no horror fan out there that better have missed that fucking joke. Otherwise, you do not deserve to call yourself a horror fan, and I fucking hate you.
Click out of the screen right now. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. So, you got anything else you want to add before, you know, my brain hemorrhages?
Awesome boobs.
Debbie Monahan does have awesome boobs. And you will get to see some close-ups later, so if that's not enough reason to stick around, you will get to see some close-ups of Debbie Monahan's boobs. See, I can't even talk.
That's the only
I'm
thing that's
boob-tied.
making this work.
I'm boob-tied.
Is fucking Kazangas. They are...
Kazangas?
Yeah.
That could be like a made-up country in this movie. Kazangas. Let's travel to Kazanga.
They're in Kazanga.
It sounds as realistic as Cavango.
She has awesome Cavangos.
Go back to laser. Oh, wait. The other thing is, I wanted to point out before we go back, when the car flipped over and exploded, am I the only one that noticed there was no audio there? It just kind of blew up and like they forgot to add the sound effect in there. And if you look really close in the background, I can't remember the exact scene. If you look really close, you can see the camera crew cleaning up from a previous take in the background.
No,
you can see them putting equipment into a truck.
The car explosion was like a deaf-mute porn star. Just...
Yeah, it was interesting. One thing, though, Debbie Monahan seems to be able to drive.
That was the worst car chase.
That has got to be one of the worst car chases since Angel 2, Avenging Angel. That had my vote for the worst unintentional car chase ever.
That proves one fact of you know who can't drive.
White women with big boobs?
Her Kazangos got in the way.
I can't reach the steering wheel. My Kazangos keep bouncing. All right, go back to the movie before we get in a lot of trouble.
So what's for dinner?
Sand.
Actually, you're looking pretty good today.
You know, your sense of timing is terrible.
I didn't mean it as a man doll. I meant it as a meal.
Oh. Well, you're too tired to try and kill me anyway.
This is true.
Can I ask you a personal question?
We'll be dead by morning. Sure, go ahead.
You carry a gun, and you're not afraid to use it. You can outdrive the best of them.
Would you just get to the personal question?
Who are you, and who are you working for?
I'm Alyssa Braun. Who do you think I am? I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm thirsty, and I've been walking around in these high heels all day, and I have blisters on my feet. And quit asking me such stupid questions, all right? And let me tell you something else, Buster. You're not my idea of a dream date, you asshole!
That's It's Mr. Asshole to you.
We will head south, so that Comrade Eckert and his men can do what they do best. Remember, whoever brings me Mikhail Gold gets the reward. The woman goes to you, Eckert, regardless.
It'll be a pleasure, comrade. Hello. Hey, hey. My hands are empty. We come as friends, not foes.
We're just
I know you are.
How do you know?
News travels fast, even in the desert. I hear there's a certain Mr. Eckhart and some of his friends who are real anxious to talk to you. So much so that he's willing to pay a price.
Well, if you know all that, then you know that we need your help.
We'll pay you. We'll do anything.
Hold on there, Missy. I don't fancy having anything to do with Mr. Eckhart. I do quite well scratching for diamonds out here.
Well, then you'll help us?
If you just help us get to a civilized area.
We'll sleep on that tonight. You're quite safe for now. We'll talk in the morning.
Michael?
Hmm?
Sorry for losing my temper earlier.
It's all right.
Where's the miner? I thought he said that he was going to help us.
Maybe he helped you already, and I just don't know about it.
You think it's safe? Hey, listen. I'm sorry for being so difficult earlier. It's just that I'm scared and I'm worried about the professor and...
You mean your father, right?
Yeah, my father. Look, I'm trying to apologize. What do you want me to do? Get down on my knees?
That would be nice. Let's get out of here.
This is like a nightmare.
Well, at least we're out of danger now. Damn it! Where's a horse? You want to give me a hand here? Help me find a horse.
Well, exactly how would you like me to do that?
This is not my day.
Well, look at it this way. Things could be worse. At least we're in this together.
You know, somehow I failed to find that reassuring.
Do you think he's one of them?
Sometimes you sure ask stupid questions. I want you to keep going towards that horizon.
Yeah, but what
Just
about...
go. Go. All right, who do you work for? I dare you to do that again. Now, you were about to tell me who you work for.
Eckhart. Dieter Eckhart.
All right. Who is he?
Very dangerous man. Hunter, tracker, soldier of fortune. You name it, he buys, sells, trades.
Where do I find this Eckhart?
He comes from little Austria, a place called Swakop. Ask anyone.
Hey, Gold! I got the horse!
I knew our luck was gonna change. What are you doing?
I'm helping you!
Let's get out of here.
Is it just me or the bad guys in this movie have the aim of a stormtrooper crossed with a red shirt?
No, it's totally true. Like,
well, okay. First of all, here's a conundrum about that. What would happen if stormtroopers were shooting at red shirts from Star Trek? I think the space-time continuum would implode. How would that work? I think he just brain hemorrhaged.
Oh.
So, and then
a moment.
To go back to the bad filmmaking, while he's hemorrhaging, I'll talk to you. To go back to the bad filmmaking, okay, Debbie Monahan goes to get the horse that ran away. Yeah, we're going to call her Kazangos. When Kazangos goes to get the horse, and then she just comes back with the horse. Why do we need to see how she did it? I mean, did they just forget to shoot that scene?
They were taking a shot in the dark at continuity, and fucking... It wound up like a stormtrooper shooting at Luke Skywalker. At least they took a shot.
No! Speaking of that, I also yeah, he's got the drop on him. They don't know he's there. So jump out and go, ah! To the guy with guns.
Hey.
And then get shot and then kind of wonder, like, why? How did that happen?
Hey, that's Mr. Asshole to you.
Such a great comeback. Such a great comeback. And then
that was one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
But, okay, we've been talking about Kazango's nice Kazangos. But her voice.
She sounds like Lois Griffin from Family Guy.
Everyone here knows what I think of Seth MacFarlane, so don't bring up fucking Family Guy. The other thing I wanted...
Simpsons did it.
The other thing I wanted to bring up was, what was the deal with the random camel guy?
It was a big-lipped alligator moment.
Yeah, he just shows up.
Does nothing.
He's there to give them water and shelter, and then he's gone the next day, but he leaves his tent for them?
With no explanation like, thank you, Magic Camel Man.
Well, and by the way, I'm going to ruin something for you. You're not going to see him again. He was a MacGuffin. He was just there to move the plot along. There's no reason for random camel guy to be there. And then how does he know that there's a hit out on them in the middle of the desert before they do?
Because it's random camel guy. He's got magic. I'm convinced everybody in this movie has the most retarded magic powers.
Do you wonder what his toes look like?
No, I don't.
Camel
Aww.
toes. Really? You didn't get that? Go back to the movie.
Beat him and park him around the corner.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you.
Lady?
Hello?
What can I do for you?
Well, my wife and I were thinking of going on a safari.
What a splendid idea.
Yeah, we were wondering if you could recommend a guide for us.
Not out of hand, but I will find one.
Well, what about that guy that, what was his name? What?
Eckhart?
Yes.
Oh, no. Eckhart, he has retired.
Oh.
I'll go tonight and see what I can find under cover of darkness.
And until then?
Hello? My wife and I have been on the road for some time. How long would it take you to have a suit pressed? Yeah, a dress as well. 3 hours? Could you make that 5 hours? Thanks.
Door's open. Thank you.
Which room? Which room? Tell me! Mister, come get him!
Alyssa?
This is gonna be easy.
Yes?
Hi, love.
Where are you? I've been worried.
I'm about 20 miles out of town. Listen, I've got good news about Kalishnikov.
What about Kalishnikov?
He's dead.
You killed him?
With pleasure. Why don't you head for Edcart's, and I'll meet you back at the hotel after I've cleaned up.
Yeah, I'll see you then. Listen,
I love you too.
Who was I?
Superb, my dear. To be killed, like you said, with honor is indeed a pleasure. I shall repay in kind.
Ah, good morning. You came to rescue me? Dinosaur chasing another, eh?
I suppose that's why we're here.
The diamond and my skill have brought us all together, yes.
I did my homework on your blueprint of the laser weapon system.
Ah, my compliments on your detective ability.
They brought me where I am today.
You see, with the Virbeck diamond and my laser, I can create a nuclear weapon. The combination of the two makes my knowledge invaluable to the one who controls its forces.
Dieter Eckhart?
I'm not sure. But whoever uses it can start
World War III.
Mr. Gold, at last we meet.
I'd love to shake hands.
I've been studying you during the last few days. You'll be fun to play with.
You better do better than your boys in the desert.
I promise. I think you know my partner, don't you?
I heard you were dead.
You trusted a woman. You fool.
My dear Professor, I'm sad, but I must inform you that your most lovely daughter is now in our hands. This makes your continued cooperation essential. Take the girl to the mine and close-up shop. I'll join you later.
And leave you with Braun and the diamonds.
This trust is a very dangerous thing in a partnership. Take it.
Goodbye, Michael.
We have a tradition, Mr. Gold. I never kill an intruder before giving him a sporting chance. I knew you would appreciate that room.
I prefer not being added to your list of trophies.
I deal in people and their vices. The need for power.
By people and power, you mean slaves.
My friend, you have always the right answer. I know exactly what you are thinking. You want me to stop rescuing that girl, right?
I intend to kill you and rescue the professor and the girl.
Ah.
Brandon, did you notice how when Gold called for the suit and the dress, he just called, I need a suit and a dress, send up to my room. And they go,
What
okay.
are the measurements, sir?
Yeah, it'll take 5 hours. They never ask for, he never gives them measurements or anything.
It's like ordering bad Chinese food.
It just, I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. And then they go and have sex, which of course the sex scene is cut. But remember, the people said it would take 5 hours to get them the suit and the dress.
There was no way they fucked on the level of Sting.
Yeah. Did they just have sex for 5 fucking hours?
Hey, if I was with Kazangos, I would make that shit last as long as possible. But I ain't going 5 hours. I'm not that fucking energetic.
Well, I also like the random guy in traffic when Kazangos is being chased by the guys. They hit the car hits these guys who have guns in their hands, and he honks at them. Real smart move, Bucko. Real smart move.
And then, you know, if random camel guy wasn't weird enough, like a ninja is gonna show. Oh, wait.
Just random. I mean, the guy just jumps up, goes, "Ah!" and randomly breaks his back, and you go, "That was weird." Okay.
Oh, that was the most useful thing ever.
Well, the thing
you don't fucking send a ninja after Brandon Lee. Just no, don't happen.
Not even 89 Brandon Lee.
No, I mean Brandon Lee is still too badass for a ninja.
Well, and then you've got the whole scene where he's fighting the ostensibly like villain number 2, the hitman guy.
We have gun, rocket launcher, gun.
Sword. Let's have a fist fight, and then they immediately fall off the roof, and bad guy's dead. And you go,
put him up.
That was anticlimactic. I kind of, because they made this guy out to be some mad dog killer, you know.
Well, he already just whooped the ninja's ass with absolutely no effort.
No, the ninja was after that guy.
Oh, who was?
Yeah. So,
see, I'm fucking. I got laser mission syndrome where I can't fucking get continuity right.
Speaking of laser mission, they're going to use the diamond to power the laser. I'm not aware of a diamond that is a fission source.
Diamonds last forever, and apparently can shoot lasers. That should be K Jewelers.
This is like comic book shit here.
No,
diamonds don't work like this.
That should be part of K Jewelers' slogan. Diamonds will last forever. Take her breath away.
And can fire death rays.
And shoot the death ray. Fuck, I'll buy a couple diamonds if that works.
Oh, a diamond that big? It was the size of a fucking Holiday Hershey's Kiss.
It was the size of her boobs.
Okay, it was the size of Kavango's.
The diamond, that's the best measurement ever. The diamond was the size of Kazango's.
All right, on that, go back
go back to the movie.
Just go.
Do you know where the mine is?
I think so.
Come on.
Kita Roberta, you must not be doing this. I must help the Yankee, or we all will be killed.
Manuel, I have a plan.
You two, come with me.
Have you planted the dynamite in the mine?
As you order.
Good. Now, gather the slaves, put them in the mine, seal it up for good. We're leaving soon. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, I'm told.
Not this girl.
Suppose your friend is Michael Gove.
I suppose.
It's time to make new friends. Since he's been dead for almost an hour. I like deadly women. I like breaking them.
What does it mean?
They said they were closing up shop.
And killing the witnesses? Schweinhund.
Professor.
They have my daughter down there.
Go, man. Well, this is no way for a woman to act. I will take care of you.
Sтой, голубчик.
You bitch!
Shut you, Biomac!
Come on! You've got to get out of here!
You idiot.
Your sense of timing is impeccable. It's just one of the many things I like about you.
I got something else you're gonna like. I'll take care of our little Russian friend here.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Amigos!
Alto, alto!
Amigos!
Amigos, amigos!
Can't be bitten by a woman!
Come on, come on, come on!
Roberta, you must not be doing this! Vamos.
Mexican standoff, huh?
Shut up! Go! Go!
You Americans. Like in the movies. You kill me with your stupid...
I knew you could do it.
You did?
Didn't you?
I never really gave it much thought.
You mean you risked hitting me?
Professor, where are you going?
The Africans say my daughter is in the shack. But where's the shack?
You go secure the vehicle. I'll take care of your daughter.
Secure the vehicle.
It was nothing.
Oh, wait, wait. You are pointing that the wrong way.
Who are you?
Have you been out in the sun too long, my boy? You know who I am.
No, not you. The two behind you.
Oh, they are my two amigos. They stole our vehicle, and they almost ran me over. But where is my daughter?
I thought she was your daughter.
That is not my Liebchen. I have never seen her before in my life.
Let's just say I'm your guardian angel sent to look after you.
Prentice sent you? That dirty, no-good son of a... And who are you guys?
This is Michael Gold.
See, Michael Gold.
I am Michael Gold.
Oh.
So, how do you do, Michael Gold?
agency's insurance policy.
Okay, but I owe you one. Let's get out of here.
Liebchen! My little Liebchen! Oh, my little Liebchen!
It appears you pulled it off, Dole.
Well done, Zephyr.
Zephyr?
You two haven't been formally introduced then.
Oh, no. We've met, but we're only now getting to know each other. When do I get paid?
When do we get paid?
Well, the good news is that the money's been deposited as usual. The bad news is that the both of you have to split it.
We are in a hurry to talk to the professor. You can organize yourself some transport, can't you?
But first, Michael, I want to thank you for all that you have done.
A pleasure, sir. I shall see you again.
What about Prentice and the other fellow?
I think they can find their own transport.
Come, Liebchen.
Well,
Well, what?
do you have the diamond?
That depends on who's asking.
Well, whoever has it will have a strong bargaining position.
I got it.
But who's the rightful owner?
You're looking at him.
In the violence of the night, where you hear the siren scream, he only knows where he is going to. It's like a dream within a dream. His heart beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a song, and the fire burns within him, and he knows he don't belong, but must be strong. He's a mercenary man, mercenary man, mercenary man, mercenary man. Yeah, mercenary man, mercenary man, mercenary man, mercenary. There's the price tag on every deal for the mercenary man.
Just how many times were they planning on pulling the villain's not quite dead yet thing
Drink
yet?
every time you thought he was dead.
I mean, did you really think he was dead that first time? Or the second time? I started to wonder if the third time they were going to do it one more time.
Why not?
You know? At that point, that's where I was on that.
Why not?
But, speaking of Kazangos, or whatever the hell you call
That was
them.
a boatload of awesome.
Diamonds?
In the boobs.
Yeah. It's just bloink, bloink,
That's the
bloink.
best way. That should be another way K Jewelers markets diamonds. Here.
Don't ever do that again, please. But the thing I love, and I'm not sure if maybe this is a Kavangan thing, or it's just the filmmakers didn't know what the hell was going on.
Quick, it's 9.9999.
Yeah. The countdown clock, they say is set for 10 minutes, but the clock is 9.99. Shouldn't that be 9.59, like, you know, a clock? Maybe I'm the weird one in this?
Quick, it's 49 minutes past 9:30.
It just... This movie's just terrible. I also like how Ernest Borgnine clearly doesn't even shoot the shotgun. He just kind of aims at people and they fall down. And then...
Wrong sound effects.
And then when they do put the shotgun sound effect in...
It's a 45.
It's clearly a much, much smaller weapon.
Bang!
Yeah, a shotgun doesn't go boom. It goes boom! There's a big difference there, peoples.
Bang!
And then the big plot twist at the end with, oh, that wasn't really his daughter. Debbie Monahan was at CIA or something. Ugh.
Where the fuck did he come from under the truck? Why was he under the truck?
He's like fighting over here, and then there's a scene with Ernest Borgnine and Debbie Monahan doing some stuff, and the comic relief soldier people that are now on their side for no apparent reason. And then Brandon Lee's coming out from under a truck, and you go, okay, because when did he go under the truck?
Here's a pretty esoteric question for you. If I point a gun at you and don't pull the trigger, are you still dead?
I don't know. Why?
Because he has a tendency to point the gun at people, never pull the trigger, and they still drop dead.
Well, and then there seems to be a problem with the people in this movie where they can't get it through their head that they have the drop on somebody. There's random ninja jumping out and screaming.
Ah!
There's the guy in the blown out building, and then villain guy who they all think is dead. You know, gold. How about just shooting them? Just shoot them. Why is this so hard?
That was almost a Keanu Reeves moment of just ah.
Oh, from Point Break, when he gets so angry he just shoots up in the sky.
He can't take it upon himself to shoot him.
Could you shoot Patrick Swayze?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I could, and Whoopi Goldberg saw it coming.
Yeah. Did you think she's communicated with him yet?
Yeah, I think she has.
Do you think up there he puts baby in the corner?
Is he roadhousing God up there right now? Roadhouse.
All right, enough
Patrick
Swayze movie.
Hey, remember that line that we fucking weren't gonna cross?
I was gonna make a next of kin joke, but I actually kind of like next of kin, so I'm gonna try and leave next of kin alone because I actually kind of liked that one. But all right, we need to go to the Cinema Snob and see what he has to say about this. So
thank you for putting up with this.
Shut up.
If you manage to make it through this movie and still be sober,
go to the Cinema Snob.
Ah, yes, the long-lost Brandon Lee film. You know why it's lost? Because no one would bother looking for this. The movie's villain is a laser expert who plots world domination from a laser cannon. So you see, it's less Moonraker and more Danger Death Ray. Either way, it's still fucking retarded. Did you see the ticking time bomb in the movie? I forgot that seconds start counting down from 99. Makes sense though, I guess. With it counting down from 99 instead of 60, it makes up for the fact that the bomb takes longer than 10 minutes to explode. The movie was directed by stuntman B.J. Davis, proving that a stuntman is perfect to stand in for Mel Gibson's ass, but not good enough to stand in for a fucking director! This is the last time I trust anyone with the initials B.J. Luckily, though, this is one Brandon Lee movie where we don't have to suffer through a sequel starring Edward Furlong. I'll stick with real laser movies like Real Genius, thank you very much, assholes.
Thank you, Cinema Snob. I think I hate you as much as I hate Leslie. Go back. We want to think. God damn it. We'll see you next week. Fucking.
If you
Shut
manage to make
up.
it
Shut
through
up.
this movie and still be
Shut up.
sober,
Go to the Cinema Snob. Sound the tape quick.